Welcome to Angola. Imagine a land where the echoes of ancient kingdoms mingle with the roar of oil rigs, where the rhythms of semba and kizomba rise above the scars of a decades-long civil war. Welcome to Angola, a nation reborn from conflict, rich in culture, and poised at the crossroads of Africa's future. Pre-colonial majesty, long before European ships appeared on the horizon, powerful Bantu kingdoms, most notably Congo and Indongo, flourished along the Atlantic coast, governed by legendary figures like Queen Nzinga of Indongo. Portuguese rule, 1575–1975, over 400 years of colonial occupation, marked by forced labor and the horrors of the transatlantic slave trade, deeply shaped Angola's social fabric. Independence Day, on November 11, 1975, following resistance that ignited in 1961, Angola cast off Portuguese rule, declaring sovereignty under the MPLA led by Agostinho Neto. Civil War, 1975–2002, almost immediately, rival liberation movements, MPLA versus UNITA, supported by global Cold War powers, plunged the nation into one of Africa's longest conflicts, finally ending with the Lunar Memorandum of Understanding in 2002. A map showing shifting front lines during the Civil War. Archival footage of independence celebration. João Lourenço's era. Elected in 2017, President Lourenço stunned observers with an unprecedented anti-corruption drive, sacking long-entrenched elites and pledging transparency. Mediation in Central Africa. In March 2025, Angola offered to broker talks between the DRC government and M23 rebels, underscoring its rising diplomatic clout in the region. OPEC departure. Citing unfair production quotas, Angola left OPEC effective January 2024, aiming to safeguard national interests and open doors to new partnerships. U.S. engagement. President Biden's December 2024 visit spotlighted bilateral cooperation on energy, security, and infrastructure, with Angola at the heart of U.S. strategy in sub-Saharan Africa. Chinese investment. Departure from OPEC has accelerated Chinese involvement in oil, mining, and rail projects, deepening ties that date back to Angola's post-war reconstruction. Linguistic diversity. Portuguese, official, alongside Bantu languages like Umbundu, Kimbundu, and Kikongo, reflects centuries of cultural fusion. Music and dance. From the soulful semba to the sensual rhythm of kizomba, Angolan music has influenced global genres, spawning international stars like Bonga. Street vendors in Luanda. Their resilience in the face of inflation and rapid urbanization tells the story of a city and country on the move. Women in agriculture. In rural provinces, women lead smallholder cooperatives, vital for food security after colonial plantations collapsed. On location interviews with artisans weaving traditional baskets, close-ups of local dishes, funge, Muamba de Galinha Namib Desert in the south and the Angolan highlands offer stark contrasts, while the lush Mayam forest in Cabinda harbors rare primates. The mighty Kwanza and Kunene rivers carve canyons and feed hydroelectric dams, symbolizing both natural beauty and development potential. Oil remains the backbone, 1.1 million barrels of oil per day maintained through 2027, even after the OPEC exit. The government is boosting agriculture, mining, diamonds, iron ore, and tourism, aiming to reduce oil dependency and create jobs. A key trade artery linking Congo minerals to Angolan ports, supported by US and Chinese firms. Mobile banking and fintech startups are closing the financial inclusion gap. Both share a colonial past, but while Namibia pursued pension fund-backed growth, Angola's oil boom created rapid, uneven wealth. As head of the SADC, 2023-24, Angola champions economic integration and conflict resolution efforts across southern Africa. Use drone shots of Luanda's skyline and 4K footage of savanna elephants in Kisama Park. Layer traditional percussion under the narration, with ambient street sounds to ground the viewer in local life. Which Angolan landmark fascinates you most? Quito Carnival Battlefield, Congolese mediation summit points, Lobito Corridor. What role should Angola play in Africa's green energy transition? If you're inspired by Angola's transformation, hit like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below.